ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्तगोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। I think we did the 411th shloka, which was a set of 3 and introduced in 409 by Bhagavan Vyakhyanaಕಾರ as Paramatmani Manas Samadhapayatum Shabdair Vidyati Kimapi Ityadina Tribhi Shlokaihi. Through the 3 shlokas 409, 410 and 411, what was being done is to help resolve the mind in Paramatma. The 3 shlokas were given. Oh, sorry about this. This is my phone. Yeah. The Tika, yeah, we saw all the Tikas together. So the refrain was Ekam Advitiyam Hridi Kalayati Vidwan Samadho Purnam Brahma. So Purnam Brahma, Samadho Vidwan Purnam Brahma Hridi Kalayati is the refrain. The Vidwan. Yeah, in these 3 shlokas, that was the refrain there. And Vidwan, one who has done, Vidwan here is not Jnani Matra, who has Aparoksha Jnana and who has done Manana, Nididhyasana and practicing Samadhi now. Purnam Brahma Hridi Kalayati, that is the Sakshatkara there. In Samadhi, one resolves the mind and then he knows himself as Purna Brahma. 412 has no introduction there. Just give me 409, 10, 11. Yeah, I think we did 411. Samahitanta karana swarupe vilokayatmanam akhanda vaibhavam vichchindi bandham bhavagandhagandilam yatnena pumstam sapali kurushva. Yatnena pumstam sapalihi kurushva. The reason that you are born, tells the Guru to the Shishya, the reason you are born as a human being is for Purushartha Siddhi. That is Pumstam here. Pumstam, that human life that you have got after Ishvara knows how many janmas. This should be taken opportunity of and taken to the culmination of all life. All the janmas have their culmination in Purushartha Siddhi Moksha, in freedom. Freedom from samsara. Therefore, yatna has to be taken. So, yatnena, with effort, make it reach that Purushartha, attain that Purushartha Siddhi, and thereby Safalatvam, that success that is looked for in all activities by all beings is that Ananda Swarupa Atma. Without knowing that Atma is Ananda Swarupa, everyone is hankering, every being, every living being is hankering to gain that Sukha outside. But not knowing that you are already that Purnananda Swarupa. With effort, withdraw and stay with yourself through that jnana as I am that Purna Brahma. Thereby make it Safala, this journey of across several janmas, limitless janmas, make it end. How? Through Shravana Mana Nididhyasana and that Nishtha culminating in Samadhi here. Samahita Antakarana is a person. Antakaranam is neuter. Here it is Pullinga, the word ending with Antakarana, meaning Samahita Antakarana. Samahitam Antakaranam Yasya Saha Samahita Antakarana. Who is this? Sadhaka Vidwan. Now, Swarupe Vilokaya Atmanam Akhanda Vaibhavam Atmanam Swarupe Vilokaya. And what should you do? Bandham Vichindi. Bhavagandha Gandhilam Bandham Vichindi. Cut asunder this Bhavagandha Gandham. Gandhilam Bandham. The bandha, the bondage, which is Bhavagandha Gandhilam. So Bhavagandha is Bhavasagara. Bhavasagara is Samsara. Samsara Gandha. Samsara Gandha is the taste for samsara rather. What is seen as samsara, cognized as samsara, is through all the sense organs. So that samsara leaves behind impressions, vasanas, samskaras, which are called as this gandha here. So bhavagandha gandhilam, the vasanas which are left behind by experiences of the samsara, that is bondage, and that bondage along with vasanas, basically the vasanas, samsara vasanas, the bondage along with the samsara vasanas, you cut asunder. And then how? That is said in the second line, or the first and the second line, the first half. Akhanda Vaibhavam Atmanam Vilokaya. Vilokaya means Sputataya. You have to see that Sputataya, doubtless knowledge, and the Sakshatkara should be as clear as Pratyaksha. It should be Pratyakshavat. That Sakshatkara is Pratyakshavat, therefore it is called as Pratyaksha also. It is not Pratyaksha the way the sense organs cognize. They cognize, and thereby Pratyakshatvam there in Vishayas is due to objectification, clear objectification. But this clarity is being compared and called as Pratyaksha, whereas Atma is never an object. Swarupe Samahita Antakarana. Swarupe Antakarana Swarupe Vilokaya. Samahita Antakarana Swarupe. So Samahita Antakarana San, you have to say being. Otherwise Samahita Antakarana would become third person. Here Samahita Antakarana San, being that you, Vilokaya. Samahita Antakarana San Swarupe Vilokaya. You are that, not someone else. Samahita Antakarana San Tvam Vilokaya. Swarupe Atma Akhanda Vaibhavam Atmanam Vilokaya. Tvam Vilokaya. Swarupe Paramatmani. Swarupa Paramatma. Paramatma Swarupa. Atma is Paramatma, that is your Swarupa. So Swarupe Paramatmani Samahita Antakarana Nishchalataya Sthapita Manaha San. So Samahita Antakarana means having the Samadhi, meaning resolving the mind in that Atma Paramatma. Nishchalataya Sthapita Manaha San, being one whose mind is placed completely in the Antakarana without any chalanam. Akhanda Vaibhavam, Akhandam Vaibhavam Vibhutvam Yasya Tam Atmanam. That Atma whose Vaibhava, meaning Vibhutvam, its glory. What is that glory? Vaibhava is glory. Glory is Vibhutvam, that all pervasive nature, meaning that which appears in the form of everything. Imagine what kind of Vaibhava the glory would be. because it is all pervasive. It is that entire prapancha that we can cognize, that someone else can cognize, that someone else does not even cognize but knows that it exists somewhere in heaven, in whatever number of, the entire universe. That is the Vaibhavam Akhandam, which is actually what? That same singular homogeneous tattva which is not broken across these manifestations of the entire universe. Tam Atmanam Avyakrita Akashasyapi Kalpanadishtanam Vilokaya Sakshat Kuru. Vilokaya means have Sakshatkar of this Atma, which is you, and which is the Karana of even the Akasha on which this entire prapancha is placed. Universe is imagined in the space. The space is also imagined. Thereby, space is imagined in Brahman, or space is the adhisthana for the entire prapancha to be there. Whether you understand that it is imagined or not, it is that which is Vibhu. Atma is Vibhu. Akasha is Vibhu, on which there is prapancha. Everything that can be cognized, Vayu Ityadi, all the elements and elementals across the universe, and that Akasha itself is Adhisthita in Atma, is based on Atma. Bhavagandha Gandhilam. What is Bhavagandha Gandhilam? Samsara Vasana Vasitam. That which is, the Samsara Vasana Vasitam. How do you translate this? That which the bandha, it is actually in Samanadikran with bandha, it is an adjective to bandha visheshana. What is that bandha? Bandha is vasita. Kena vasita? Samsara vasana, kaya vasitam, samsara vasanaya vasitam. It is that which is, rather we can say, impressed upon by the impressions of samsara, or tainted by the impressions of the samsara, by the taste for samsara. That kind of bondage, which is ajnana, that is ajnana, ajnanam vichindi nashya, because that is the root has to be cut for the tree of vasanas and kama karma to not grow. Vichindi means nashya, destroyed. Avidya stamayo moksha sacha bandha udahrita ityukte he. There is some quotation he is given, that what is moksha? Avidya astama. Avidya astamayaha mokshaha. Moksha is destruction of avidya. That itself is moksha, not mohakshaya. Not mohakshaya. Mohakshaya backed by avidya nasha. Moksha is a resultant of that. Sacha bandha udahritaha, and that is called as avidya. That avidya, sa avidya, avidyayaha nashaha, avidya astamayaha mokshaha. That is the definition of moksha. And what is that avidya whose nasha is being looked for, sought after? That avidya is sa avidya cha bandha udahritaha. That avidya is itself is called as bandha. Some Purana quotation is there. Ityuktehe yatnena. What is yatnena? Yallabhan na paro labha, yatsukhan param sukham, na param sukham, I think. Aparam sukham, fine. Param sukham is also right. Aparam sukham can also be taken. So yallabhan na paro labha, yatsukhan na param sukham, यद्बोधान्ना परो बोधस्तद्ब्रह्मेत्यवधारय इति आत्मलाभात् न परम किंचिदस्ति. Brahma Sutra Bhashya says that yallabhat, yasya labhat, by attainment of which there is, not by, but there is no other labha. There is no other gain other than this gain of Atma. So there is nothing greater also, there is nothing else. Superior, inferior, basically all these are gradations of attainment. The pursuit of which is triggered by the person who is seeking happiness. What is the reason for which a person engages in any karma? To meet the desire, kama. What is that kama? Kama is not towards the Vishaya, because getting the Vishaya, if a person does not get Sukha, that is useless. The seeking is for Sukha. Thereby, yallabhat na paro labha, yat sukhan na param sukham. There is no other Sukha other than this Sukha of Atma. There is no gain which is better than this labha of Atma. Yad bodhat na paro bodha. Nothing else remains to be known. This is the tattva which has to be known, Atma, and tad Brahma ityavadharaya. That is Brahma. Be very sure about this. Iti Atma labhat na param kinchidasti. What is the Brahma Sutra Bhashya saying? Atma labhat na param kinchidasti. There is nothing superior to attainment of Atma. Attainment being figurative. The attainment is through jnana. Jnana takes away the erroneous cognition, erroneous understanding about oneself, and that itself is called as attainment of Atma. One's own attainment. The subject as though attains himself by not attaining something that he is not. That is the attainment. Atmanam anvichya guham pravishtam ityadi vachanaihi etad buddha buddhiman syat. There is a typo there. It is not etad buddhya. If you have that patha, etad buddha buddhiman syat kritakrityascha bharata iti gitoktehe atmavare drashtavyah etavadare khalu amrutatvam iti shrutya cha atmasakshatkarasya eva paramaphalatvat tadartham yatnena punstvam bahusukrita labdham purushatvam safali kurushva. Meaning, swarupa praptya sarthakam kuru punarma samsarishi iti bhavaha. Atmanam anvichya. Know yourself, because there is nothing superior to your own attainment through knowledge. Your own knowledge about your own self is the most superior. The entire journey culminates in that of all beings across all janmas. And what is that Atma? That Atma, what we know as Paramatma, who has entered us, as though, because us meaning we think of ourselves as Sharira, segmented as Shariras. Atmanam anvichya guham pravishtam. That Atma which is there in the cave of the heart. Like a cave. It is not really a cave. Cave of the heart means in buddhi, which can be known in buddhi. Ityadi vachanihi etad buddha buddhiman syat. And who is buddhiman? Matu pratyanta. Buddhi asya asti iti buddhiman. Who is that buddhiman? Everyone has buddhi. We calculate how much through IQ tests. But everyone has it. No, this is Matu Pratyaya cannot be used for that. It is used for that Prakarsha. Buddhi should be in great measure, meaning the Buddhi should be used for the purpose it is there. It is for moksha. For any other purpose, if a person uses the Buddhi, he may be the richest or the most brilliant the scholar around the world, but still, even having all the degrees that the Prapancha has to offer, all the degrees that the universities have to offer, this person is not Buddhiman because he has not used it for the purpose he is born. He has done everything but that. Thereby, etad buddhva, having known this Atmanam, Buddhiman syat, he becomes Buddhiman, Kritakrityascha Bharata. And what is that Buddhiman? That Buddhi finally, that culmination is in the Atma and remains as Atma. Therefore, Kritakrityascha Bharata, all pursuits are as well attained, because the end goal of all pursuits is that Priya Rupa Atma, Ananda Rupa Atma. Iti Gita Uktehe. So, He Bharata, He Arjuna, said Bhagavan Krishna in Gita. Atma vare drashtavya etavad are khalu amrutatvam iti. Brihadaranyaka Shruti has Yajnavalkya saying that this Atma should be seen. How? Shravana, Manana, Shrutavya, Mantavya, Nididhyasitavya. Iti Shrutya cha. due to that Shruti also, Atma Sakshatkarasya eva Parama Phalatvat. What is the Parama Phala? What is the greatest result? It is Atma Sakshatkara alone. Only that can be called as the highest Phala. Tadartham, therefore, for that Atma, tadartham is Atmartham, yatnena pumstvam, yatnena pumstvam Safali Kurusho was said in the Mula, and he is saying here, Bhagavan Vyakyanakara says, what is that Pumstvam? Bahusukrita Labdham Purushatvam, that human birth. And we have seen in the second shloka, a lot has been said, gradations even in the human birth. Varna is there, gender, all this. Why? Because the person is completely immersed in Shastras. That person has greater opportunity, has a better chance of getting it in this very Janma. That is the only reason, no other reason. And why that differentiation also in gender or in that gradations in human beings? That gradation is not superiority or anything. Every person wants what that person wants. I can't go and give moksha to someone, jnana to someone who is not interested, a person who is stinking rich. A Daridra Brahmana cannot go and give him knowledge and say that, okay, whatever you are seeking, I already have it, I can give you that sukha. He does not want it. He says that I have all the means for sukha. He is born as a Vaishya. Vaishya is superior in money compared to this Daridra Brahmana. He does not want it even if you want to offer knowledge. He'll say, I have what I want. The end goal is money for me. So based on the end goal, that person has got that janma, whether it is gender, whether it is varna, whether it is whatever you consider, whether it is a human life or not. Even in human life, why a person is born with limbs, without limbs, with a silver spoon, without food to eat, without health. Somebody is so healthy that does not have to do anything. Metabolism is fantastic, can digest anything. They say he can digest a stone. How? Because all that person has earned in the earlier lives put together. Focus is different. Therefore, the focus being a particular thing that we call as moksha now, for that person who is qualified, the most qualified, is considered here and is said as Purushattam for that reason. No other reason, everyone can get it. But the tendencies are such that even if you give that person, he does not want it. What do you do then? Does not want it. So thereby we say that not qualified for this knowledge. That's why he does not want it. To want also, to want something, that desire should be there, and that desire to be there, there has to be purva samskara, which will come by karma in many janmas. Only by lot of punya gained in lot of janmas. Same is true for a dhani, a person who has lot of dhana, he wants that. Whereas a person who is born as a brahmana and not interested in moksha also and does not get dhana also, he is worse off. So the comparison is from the perspective of what is wanting. Here Purushartha is moksha, thereby bahusukrita labdham, and this kind of a moksha, desire for moksha, is also attained after lot of punya gained across janmas through dharma karya, and thereby purushatvam safali kurushva, meaning swarupat praptya sarthakam kuru, know yourself as this atma, paramatma, and thereby have sakshatkara and sarthakam kuru, make this life meaningful. Punarma samsarshi iti bhavaha, do not come back to samsara, do not continue remaining this kind of a wanting person, is the meaning there. 413 shloka says, sarvopadi vinirmuktam satchidanandam advayam bhavayatmanam atmastham na bhuya kalpasye dhvane. Sarvopadi vinirmuktam satchidanandam advayam atmanam. Your Swarupa is what? Satchidananda Swarupa, which is Advaya, non-dual, and which is free from Nirmuktam. From what? Vinirmuktam. Visheshena Nirmuktam, completely free from all Upadhis, Sarva Upadhi. And this Atmanam, which is Atmastham. What is this Atma? Not Atma the way people talk about as he is Atma, that Atma. I mean, it is not that Paroksha Atma, it is that Aparoksha Atma which your own Swarupa you are. So Atmastham, Atmatvena Tishtati, that Atma which remains as you, even when you consider yourself as the body mind sense complex, or as Gauna Atma, as your children, but still, Raja says that I'm happy when my Praja is happy. This is a Raja who's like Rama Raja kind of a Raja. Rama kind Raja, not these today's politicians. There may be exceptions, of course. But Raja Singh says that I am in the form of this Praja. He is known by this Praja. Look at this Rama Rajya. Why? Because you look at the people, you look at this Ayodhya and say, this is the glory of Rama. Now, this Atmastham, Atmatvena Sthitam, this Atmatvena Sthitam means this entire Praja may be considered as you, your children are considered as you, your body mind sense complex is considered as you, but even during that time, you are what you are. That is this Atmastham, Atmatvena Sthitam. This Paramatma always remains as you, even when you misunderstand yourself, and that Atmanam Advayam Satchidanandam Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam Bhavaya. Know yourself to be that Bhavaya. Na bhuyaha advane kalpase. Advane samsruti. Advane samsruti or samsara. Samsare na kalpase. Na bhuya kal. Bhuya is punaha. Again you will not become a samsari, you will not be born here again. This is the idea here in the 413 Moola. Bhagavan Vyakyanakara says, Atmanam bhavaya. Kim vidam Atmanam bhavaya? What kind of Atma should you know as your own Swarupa? Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam, meaning Stula Sukshma Karana Rupa Bheda Hetu Bhir Vinirmuktam. Vinirmuktam, it is free from Stula Sukshma Karana Rupa Bheda Deha Hetu Bhi. It is free from all those. Basically, it is free from the Sharira and the association, whatever association is there with the Shariras. And what is Vinirmuktam? Visheshena Nirmuktam. Nitaram Vasanataha api ityartaha. Visheshena means that V upasarga in Vinirmuktam is Visheshena. And what is Vishesha there? Vishesha is Nitaram Vasanataha api ityartaha. Free even from the vasanas of these shariras. Muktam, asprishtam, untouched. Muktam means free, means what? It is not touched at all. Satchidanandam advayam atmastham. This is your nature, Satchidananda Swarupa, which is non-dual. Etena na viprakrishtatvam tasya atra vavakila tatsomya na nibhalase iti shrutehe. Chandogya Upanishad says, Na kalpase advane kalpase, it is quoted in the end. But na nibhalase he somya atra vavakila tat na nibhalase, said the Acharya to Shvetaketu in Chandogya Sashtodhyaya. He says, this Atma, atra vava, here itself it is there. Through examples it is being taught. One example is given that the rivers merge in the Samudra. The rivers don't have this identity as I am this river, I am the water from this river. Then he keeps on asking questions. One example given is the salt. Salt is dissolved in water. Shvetaketu is asked to throw a lump of salt, rock salt rather, in water, and then he says you get back the salt the next morning. In the evening he asks him to put it in water, then he says you get it back. He can't get it back. He says it's not there. He says it is there. You can't see it. Just because you can't see it, it does not mean that it's not there. You are using your pramana, which is eyes, your hands, you are trying to feel the rock salt, you can't feel it because it's no longer rock salt. The salt you are trying to feel is no longer in the form that you expect it to be. You are trying to see it. You saw the salt yesterday evening as rock. It is no longer the rock. It is there. Just because you do not see does not mean it is not there. Just because you do not cognize, it does not mean you are. He says you taste it. You taste the water. Water is salty. Na nibhalase atrava vakila. It is indeed there itself. Atma is exactly where this mithya prapancha is. Wherever you see the dvaita prapancha, that's exactly where the advaita atma is. But still we miss it. Because you are the basis, the subject is missed in the cloud of objects. In the noise of object, the subject is missed. You see so many things in the room. What you do not cognize is the light which you are really cognizing. You cognize all the objects, but then you don't count the light. Actually, there is nothing that you cognize but the light. Due to the objects, you miss the light. Similarly, the subject makes all the objectification possible. That subject is the Atma itself is appearing in the form of Prapancha, but in the noise of these Vishayas of Prapancha, we miss the subject who is the Sakshi really, and who is not even the Sakshi, who is me, who is ever existent as Advaita Tattva. In the example in Chandogya Upanishad, that salt is not cognized because you are using the wrong pramana. If you use taste as a pramana, then you can experience the salt, you can know the salt, you can experience the salt. The right pramana has to be used. Similarly, Vedanta, Shabda pramana is the right pramana for Atma also. You are trying to cognize through the sense organs, that will not work. It is right here. I mean, don't you see it is right here? The salt, similarly, Atma is right here, meaning here and now. Iti Shrutehe Sukshmayam Buddhau Bhasamanam Ityartaha. And how will you know this? Through Shabda Pramana. Shabda Pramana will operate in the Buddhi, thereby the Sukshma Tattva can be known in this Buddhi, Buddhau Bhasamanam, which will appear in the Buddhi Sukshmataya. Somahima pratisthaya tadbhavena bhuyah punah advane samsrutaye na kalpase. You will not come back to this advana samsara again. Punah bhuyah will not come. How? Somahima pratisthaya tadbhavena vartamanasan, remaining as that Somahima pratishtha, in that Atma which has no other support. It is its own support. It is, this entire Prapancha is based in Atma. Where is this Atma based? Atma has no support. Atma is based in itself. It is Sarva Karananam Karanam. But what is the Karana for Atma? Swakarana, meaning no other Karana. Swakarana means it is not a Karana at all really. Does not need a Karana. Nasa punaravartate माम उपेत्य तु कौन्तेय पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते इत्यादि श्रुति स्मृतिभ्यः. And there are Shrutis and Smritis quoting the same thing, that one does not come back to another Janma, Samsara. 314th introduction says Avritya bhavam upapadeti chayeveti. The absence of Avritya bhav, Avriti. Absence of Avriti is what? Punarjanma abhava. The absence of Punarbhava, Bhagavad Padacharya elaborates in the next shloka. Chayeva pumsa paridrishyamanam abhasarupena phalanubhutya shariramara chavavan nirastam punarna sandatta idam mahatma. Okay, I am off tune, but something fit in there. So chaya eva pumsaha paridrishyamanam आभासरूपेण फलानुभूत्या शरीरम आरात छववत निरस्तम पुनर्न संदत्ते idam mahatma. So Mahatma is one who has had this Atma Sakshatkara. Punaha na sandatte idam. He does not get this samsara again. He does not idam na sandatte. He does not associate with the Atma, Tadatmya, not Atma, Sharira, with the Sharira. he does not have any association, he does not have any tadatmya sambandha, that is samsara, and that samsara he will not have. Chaya iva pumsa paridrishyamanam abhas rupena phalanubhutya. And once, how does this come about, this jnana utpatti? Chaya iva, just like a shadow, or even a reflection, paridrishyamanam abhasa rupena, for this person, sadhaka, jnani, vidwan, abhasa rupena phalanubhutya, through the phala anubhuti, the atma which makes everything cognizable, how it is cognized? It is the phala. It does not need anyone else to light up. It itself is the one which gives phalavyapti to the others. It does not need phalavyapti, it is self-effulgent. Therefore, phalanubhutya, through the anubhava, sakshat anubhuti of this atma. Abhas, how? Abhasa rupena, that atma which you knew yourself as, that was a mere reflection. But reflection is what? Reflection is mithya, but the reflection is really of the same swarupa. So in the mirror, what you cognize, or the shadow that you see, the shadow has no existence other than your own. Shadow moves when you move. It appears as though moving. Is the shadow really moving? So what happens? Chaya iva, like a shadow, and the comparison is shariram ara chavavat nirastam. It is reflected in the sharira. This atma is reflected in this sukshma sharira. The Paramatma reflected in this sukshma sharira is considered as a jiva, but jiva is Paramatma really. So once this sharira, like a dead body, is discarded, you discard this dead, cognitively consider it as dead. We consider it as alive. The body is alive. Body is not really alive. I give it life. So once I see this as body, as a dead body, then like a shadow where I don't have any association, I don't make up my shadow. I don't say that my shadow should be tall, it should look thin, it should have muscles. We don't think of all such nonsensical things. But the sharira is like that. This dead body we are trying to shape up and beautify, but it is all basically a dead body. Sharira marat, and durena, keep it, discard it, dissociate it with, don't have any association with the sharira, cognitively dissociate from it, and keep it at a great distance. I am not the sharira, it's a dead body really. The way you keep you don't associate with a dead body, similarly you should dissociate. And then abhasa rupena phalanubhutya, knowing yourself as this atma which is all pervasive here, abhasa rupena, which appears now as which appeared, so far appeared and now also appears, but we know that this entire that jivatva is a mere appearance now, it is mithya. A little difficult to translate exactly, so I am giving the bhavartha there. Thereby what? Mahatma punaha idam na sandatte, he does not associate with this body which is idam really as aham. That is the idea, final meaning. Mahatma, who is Mahatma? Brahma bhavam praptaha, one who has attained Brahma bhava. Purushaha, that person. Phalanubhutya, what is phalam? Akhandakara vritya anavrutataya abhivyakta swarupa chaitanyam tasya anubhutya anubhavena hetuna. Due to that anubhava, just give me a moment please. I'm sorry. So akhandakara vritya, that phalanubhuti is, phalam is akhandakara vritti, and through that vritti, akhandakara vritti, anavrutataya abhivyakta swarupa chaitanyam, that swarupa chaitanya, one's own swarupa, which is consciousness, that nature of being consciousness, Shuddha Chit Swarupa, which is manifest now, clearly manifest for oneself, Anavrutataya, meaning it is not covered. That is the manifestation. It is not covered. It is not veiled anymore. Tasya Anubhutya, through that Anubhuti of that Anubhut Bhavena Hetuna, Abhasa Rupena Sarpatyakta Nirmoka Iva Sarparupena Itara Drishtya Purovat पुंसा छाया इव आदेहपातं परिदृश्यमानम् आरा दूरे शववत् निरस्तम् इदं शरीरं पुनर्न संदत्ते. So abhasa rupena sarpatyakta nirmoka iva, just like this, the body of the snake, which has, the snake gives up its sharira, it takes up another, means its outer casing, the outer skin, it gives up. It appears like a snake, but it is no longer a snake. It's a dead skin. That's it. The sarpa has gone. It's not there anymore. So the Atma, which does not have to leave the body now, as though gone, as though dissociated from the sharira, like a dead body, like a sarpa's, like a snake casts off its what is it called? That slough which is cast off the skin which it gives up. So sarpa rupena itara drishtya, although it is seen as sarpa, it is not sarpa really. Purvat, so I see myself as sharira, that is the exemplified there, that I see myself as what I saw myself as sharira earlier. Now once I cast off the sharira, I dissociate from it, then what was seen as myself is no longer that. It is like a shadow or a dead body. Chaya iva adeha patam, till the body drops off, it is like a shadow to me. Or paridrushyamano ara dure, you keep it far from you. You keep it far from your swarupa. Shavavat nirastam idam shariram, this sharira, which is idam, which is objectifiable, which can be cognized, you at a distance you keep it like a dead body is kept at a distance. Thereby punahana sandatte, one does not associate with it again. Sandatte means what? Tatra ahantadikam na karoti, does not have ahankara etc., does not have any association with that sharira anymore. Na karoti pratitavapi ghatadau iva udasihi tatra bhavati iti bhavaha. Even if there is pratiti, sharira still appears. You say that after jnanotpatti, all this mithyatva nischaya, all that has happened. Jnanotpatti is there, Advaita Atma, I know myself as. Then why does sharira still continue? Due to prarabdha it continues. So there is a pratiti of sharira, that I have my sharira, all this is there. But you see the ghata also. Do you have any problem seeing the pot? If you see the pot, you don't say I am the pot. So you see the sharira, you don't say I am the sharira. This is the jnani. Jnani, he sees the sharira just like he sees the pot. There is no ahankara with the pot. There cannot be an ahankara with the sharira also. Similarly, 415 shloka says, Satata vimala bodhananda rupam swametya tyaja jalamala rupopadimetam sudure atha punarapi naiva smaryatam vantavastu smarana vishaya bhutam kalpate kutsanaaya. So satata vimala bodhananda rupam swametya tyaja jalamala rupopadimetam sudure atha punarapi naiva smaryatam vantavastu smarana vishaya bhutam kalpate kutsanaaya. I read it again because last word I made a mistake. This is a bhranti of ukara appearing as rikara. So kutsanaya. Satata vimala bodha ananda rupam, one word. Swam etya, attaining. Etya, there is in gata, gatau dhatu. So etya, having attained swam. Attainment of oneself is figurative. One cannot attain oneself. One does not attain anything other than oneself, meaning one remains as oneself. And who is that? Satata vimala bodhananda rupam swam. What is one's own Swarupa? Satata Vimala. Satata is Nitya. Vimala is Shuddha, Bodha. So Satchidananda or Nitya Shuddha Buddha. Nitya Shuddha Buddha Ananda Rupam. Tyaja Jalamala Rupa Upadimetam Sudure. Having attained one's own Swarupa, what should you do? You should not fall back into the earlier trap. Therefore, you should give up. Tyaja. You give up Jadamala Rupa Upadhim Etam. This which is Sudure. Arat Sudure, from a great distance, cognitively give up this Jada, insentient, like a dead body. Malarupa, it is full of disgusting things. The body, if you look at it, it is full of disgust. Therefore, once you dissociate, really, once the prarabdha goes away, the body is dead. And that dead body, you see the filth. You have to discard of the dead body. You should do all the antim samskaras as early as possible, otherwise it starts to rot. Even you don't take a bath, the body is rotting every minute. Every moment it is rotting, and it is full of disgusting things. If you cut open a body, even the best of the doctors, when they are being trained, the first day itself, you see the body is being cut or a dead body is shown the very first day. They can't handle it. We can't handle it. You see how filthy it is within and without, really. So all this is said to generate vairagya to your body. This body is not you. It is upadhi. It is just something which limits you. Atha punarapi na eva smaryatam. You should not think, once you give up this body, cognitively dissociate from it. You keep it at a distance. Then again you should not even recall that, oh, I am this body, I was this body. That's why for sannyasi, it is called as punarjanma. Sannyasi does his own shraddha, and then the sannyasa process itself is doing own shraddha and comes. Therefore, you talk about purvashrama, and preferably don't talk about purvashrama. For sannyasi, you should not talk about purvashrama even. Why? Because you should not recall his, you should not inquire into his purvashrama. It is earlier janma. Do you talk about your earlier janma? You don't even recall. Similarly, you should not recall something which you have discarded. A jnani should give up this body, you should discard this body in totality without recalling, in my childhood I did this, in my earlier, I did this. All this is useless. Trying to recall that is also useless, because his body is full of filth. You are recalling filth. This is what is being said here, that vanta vastu na eva smaryatam yatha. Yatha, you should, that is an example. Just like, very disgusting example, but that's how the disgust is born. Otherwise, we beautify this disgusting body. Vanta vastu, just like something which is vomited out, you don't even, as long as it was part of me, the best of the food that I partook, it was a part of me, that time I rejoiced it. But as soon as it is vomited out or it is separated from my body, I do not want anything to do with it. Just imagine the nails and hair in Dharma Shastra, the hair and nail which is cut and thrown out, as long as it is in the body, it is good. It is considered as oneself. Once it is separated from your own body, then the hair that is on the head and on the ground, there is a difference. You can touch your hair. On your head you can touch, but then the hair which has fallen off from you, that is disgusting. The nail which is there, you can touch that nail on your fingertips, because nakhantebhya, you are pervaded. Once it is outside, that is not you. You should not touch that nail which is outside. You should wash your hands. So imagine what it would be for the filth which has gone out from your body, which you consider as filth within, you don't see, which is vomited out. You do not even recall it, let alone touch. You don't even recall it. Similarly, you don't even want to see or recall it. Atha punarapi naiva smaryatam vanta vastu. This sharira which has been vomited out as though should not be recalled at all. It has been flushed out. Smarana vishaya bhutam kalpate kutsanaya. all that you recall, it is what? It is all kutsita, it is all disgusting. It brings in kalpate. If you smarana vishay bhutam, what all this which is thrown out, if you recall it, you feel disgust. Similarly, you should feel about this body which you have discussed, which you have thrown aside. Very interesting, a very good way to generate vairagya, even for a jnani. This is not for others, it is for jnani. Nitya nirmala prakashananda rupam brahma swametya pratyakya prapya jadamala rupam upadim etam stula deham sudure tyaja. Give up this stula deha, which is jadamala rupa upadi. It is that which is jada and which is full of filth, that kind of a body which is upadi, which segments you as though, and which is cognized, objectifiable as this stula sharira, gross body. Sudure tyaja, from a great distance you give up. And when can you do it? Really give up completely when you have known your own swarupa, which is Brahma. Sometya means pratyaktaya prapya, having attained this Brahma as yourself, which is that Brahma nitya nirmala prakashananda rupa, which is satata. So satata vimala shuddha or nirmala, and prakasha ananda rupa prakash nitya. So bodha is translated as prakasha because jnana rupa, chidrupa and ananda. अथ स्वयं निर्मल चिदानंद रूपम ब्रह्म एव इति ज्ञानानंतरम पुनरपि नैव स्मर्यताम दूरम मलभांडवत त्यक्तत्वात्. Because having given up that which is as though flushed out, you don't recall that filth. Similarly, jnananantaram, after jnanotpatti, I am Brahma. No entity which was considered as myself is me. It is all mithya. So you should not even recall that. Nirmala chidananda rupam swayam brahma eva. Knowing oneself as this pure self, one should not, pure consciousness, pure happiness, bliss, and that is my nature. One should not think about, again one should not even recall the jada and mala, because you are amala shuddha. You cannot recall mala and remain shuddha. We will feel ashuddha. Therefore keep away from that. Tattva drishtantama. What is the drishtanta? Their example: vanta vastu vamana karmi bhutam vastu, that which has been vomited. Smarana vishay bhutam smrutam ityartha. If it is recalled, it becomes an object of recollection. Then that vomited thing, kutsanaya, is for disgust alone. Swasya jugupsaye parakrute nindayeva kalpate. Not only it is disgusting to you, you don't talk this out and with others also, it will generate disgust. Therefore it should be kept aside. It generates ninda also, therefore it should be kept aside. Nahi malinam vastu smaraniyam manasa vikarapattehe. You should not recall it, because the recollection is the vritti in the mind, and that vritti in the mind will be disgusting. Nindanti cha loke tyaktam dushtam vastu smarantam. What has been given up, if you keep on recalling, it is looked down upon in the world. समूलमेतत् परिधय्यवह्नौ सदात्मनि ब्रह्मणि निर्विकल्पे ततः स्वयं नित्य विशुद्ध बोधानंदात्मना तिष्ठति विद्वरिष्टः. 416 shloka says samoolam etat paridhayyavannau sadatmani brahmani nirvikalpe. So sadatmani, in that sadatma, sat atma, brahma, which is without any vikalpas, which itself is like fire, vanni, in that brahmagni, so brahmagnau, in that brahmagni, samoolam etat paridhayya, and all this which is cognizable as etat, this sharira, all these should be burnt in that brahma, in one's own atma, sadatmani. Samoolam, along with the vasanas, it should be, along with the avidya, it should be burnt. Tataha, and thereafter, tataha, having, paridhayya means completely, having completely burnt. Paridayya means having bhasmikrita, bhasmikritya, having completely burnt. What should one do? Having burnt it, tatah swayam nitya vishuddha bodhanandatmana tishtati vidvarishta. This vidvarishta, in the gradations of jnanis also, vidvarishta, who is at the highest stage, varishta, who is varishta among vidwans, he remains as that ananda rupa atma, which is nitya vishuddha bodhananda atma, which was said in the earlier with satata vimala bodhananda rupa. Same meaning, he remains as that. सदात्मनि कालत्रयाबाध्य स्वरूपे निर्विकल्पे ब्रह्मणि वन्नौ एतत् शरीरं समूलम् अज्ञानेन सह परिदय्य निरवशेषं दग्ध्वा. Having burnt, paridayya means niravashesham dagdva, having burnt what? Having burnt etat shariram, this body, giving purnahuti. Purnahuti, what kind of purnahuti? The antima samskara. What is that antima samskara? Here it is cognitive. That's why the jnani takes sannyasa. What is that shraddha, antima samskara? Is of that body which he has associated now across janmas, completely burnt off. That is the purnahuti there. The last homa for a sannyasi is that shraddha karma kind of a homa before sannyasa. Here paridayya is also similar meaning. Etat shariram, this sharira, entire sharira that you associated with, and this is depicting all the shariras you associated with across all janmas. Ajnanena saha paridayya, completely burning it. Where? In which one? In that fire which is fire of Brahma. Brahmani, nirvikalpe Brahmani, sadatmani. What is sadatma? Kalatraya abhadya swarupe, that which will never go in any period of time, which is never absent and is ever present in that Brahma, that Atma, which is never changing, nirvikalpa, and it is like this Vanni, like Agnihi. In that fire you give this Purnahuti of Sharira. This is 416 shloka. We'll see more in the next patha. सर्व वेदांत सिद्धांत गोचरंतम गोचरम गोविंदम परमानंदम सद्गुरुम प्रणतोस्म्यहम्. ओम तत्सत्. Any questions? Okay, I'll see you in the next patha. Namaste.